have the Pizza Planet versus Corgi game. On the table with me is Toaster, which he's talking to people right now, so his mic will be muted for a little bit. And Katie B. Hi, Katie.
What's up?
And then myself, Mystic Angel, or
cringing.
as everyone else knows me, Nat. And have we gotten readies from both? Can we get re-ready?
Basically, we have readies. We have readies from Corgis, but we need
ready promotion.
Okay, this is not SpongeBob.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is. Don't lie to me.
Corgis are ready.
Yeah, after a 15-minute debate on whether one player could play, I'm sure they are.
And Pizza Planet is ready.
Okay, we're ready.
Let's get it.
Heading into map 1,
Let's
Legion
get it.
Power. So on this map, you see a lot of different kind of strategies. You have your double shield strats with Lucio's, you have your dive strats, you have your Ryan Zarya strats. I mean, this map is literally so versatile that you could literally run anything and win.
Personally, for this first map, I'm very confident in Corgis on this first map. They have never lost Legion Tower. They were undefeated last season, and so far I believe they're undefeated this season as well. So I'm confident that they will take this map. However, it's Pizza Planet. They're unpredictable. You never know what they're gonna throw out.
Well, looks like we're about to assemble our heroes in 3, 2, and 1, and here we go. Who do we have? So, on the side of Pizza Planet, we have a Ryan Hog with a Mercy Lucio, which is a weird combination of healers, especially because the low healing output. I mean, yes, Lucio does do a lot of healing, and so does Mercy. But, yeah, but like it's a lower healing count, especially if you just play a Moira with the Lucio. It's just way more healing. And then we got
I agree.
And then we just have that Reaper Sim kind of brawl-esque comp, which is weird for the tank line they're running. Their tank line is very bunker, and their DPS line is very brawl-esque. So if they would have ran a Ryan Zarya here, ooh, Cat gets stuck into the fish with the fishies. Looks like we're gonna start this with a 5v6. Oh, but Psychoman just quickly changes that around by taking out Reinhardt. Zelda takes down Glob Dragon.
Oh, and Mantis gets booped right off the map by Bulky Bob.
And looks like Corgi is going to take first control of this map, even though they lost a few players. My mouth is like, my mouth is dry, but it's like I got a lot of saliva. It's really weird.
Oh my goodness.
I'm having trouble with everyone.
Pizza Planet's gonna TP right to point, and that was a mistake. That was a mistake.
Goes down, but a turret takes out Strife. Strife takes out Zombs. Gravity takes out Lee, and looks like we're heading into fight 3 for Pizza Planet here. But the nice thing that Pizza Planet is doing here is they're not elongating fights. They're pretty much dying quickly. So even though we've already seen 2 team fights, Pizza Planet has lost quickly both times, so they've only gotten 40% out of 2 team fights. So when you're so when you're on the defense side, especially on 2CP, oh, I'm sorry. Hi, how are you?
He needs to be removed from here.
I'm going
He's
to
not
set
a
up
member
my
of
camera.
Stream Team. Gotta look out for the Reaper on the flank here. They did pop a Risabongo, so maybe that will get something done. And Psycho Mantis is also flanking.
And we got a
However, they're all.
I don't know where it was actually set. Oh, it's just set in the door right here. Oh, big hog ult coming out from Psycho Mantis because at Cat and Psycho Mantis goes down to Mr. Zeke, but they take out Uravity.
Yeah, the picks are definitely going in favor of Corgi Core here, but the fight is very staggered.
I agree. If I was Pizza
and
Planet,
the Reaper has ult, so they gotta watch out behind them.
Oh, Lee comes in, gets a big 1 kill on the Moira, which is actually probably what they needed here. I mean, but the Moira's a very prime target because she's the main healer. So just taking even just getting a pick onto a Moira with an ult is just so much value because that means your team has a chance of actually like getting kills at a more steady rate. So I say if you're gonna ever solo ult anything, solo ult a healer. It's just
Agreed.
Alright, stream, I'm back to give my opinion. What have I missed? Hello.
Yo, you missed. Corgi took map 1, 100 to 0.
Yeah, no, I caught the majority of that. In my opinion, the tank line looked extremely dominant for Corgi Corps, and it seemed like they had a lot more synergy than
the tank line of Uravity and Zelda is definitely not one you want to go toe to toe with. Yes, it's very deadly, especially if they do not take out Zelda, because Zelda is very good at keeping her charge.
Yeah, and I think once Corgi Corps got on point with the Rein Zarya, you almost have to switch immediately to a Rein Zarya to try to push into it. You're not going to get that aggression, be able to move onto a Zarya with like an Orisa Hog, unless you just have an outstanding halt hook, but you aren't going to get that from like an experienced tank line like them.
See, my thing wasn't that they were running a Hog Orisa, but they were running a brawly DPS line with a Hog Orisa. So you're not up there protecting your DPS like you should be with Orisa because you have to sit back. But with Reinhardt, if you're up there with your Symmetra and your Reaper, boom, most likely will get team wins. Sorry.
No, and I think they just coincidentally they took your advice and Pizza Planet went Rein Zarya, and that's the only way you're gonna beat Rein Zarya is if you run Rein Zarya right back at them.
Yeah,
just to match that aggression.
I think the DPS line, the damage output is really the difference that allowed them to take that fight.
His team there, and just taken out by Uravity.
Yep.
Oh, Psycho goes down to Corvo, and it looks like it's just gonna be easy cleanup here for Corgi Corps.
And I think Corgi Corps is playing this really, really well because they're forcing a lot of key players on Pizza Planet off their like comfort characters. Obviously, Mantis is known for his Roadhog, so they're kind of trying to play aggressive in a sense that does not allow him to switch onto that and try to make him play out of his comfort zone, it looks like.
And one thing I've noticed about Corgi Corps is they're a very aggressive team, but not one player is specifically aggressive. They're all equally aggressive, and they all kind of stay together in a ball. They're not really super spread out all the time. Unlike Pizza Planet,
they attack as 6.
Where
yeah,
Pizza Planet,
you're very right.
Where Pizza Planet, they have like 2 or 3 people that shipped out, and then.
Oh, the bubble block!
Oh, Glob
Gravity's shatter. Yeah, that did.
And looks like Zombs takes Uravity for a ride off the map. I'm moving my camera way too much.
Yeah, but it's far from panic time for Corgi Corps. If you have them looking right now, they have EMP almost up. They have Bob almost up. They're gonna have Grav here shortly. Honestly, on a good push. And
they're gonna have sound barrier.
If you do EMP Bob, it's just like the biggest.
I agree.
Win because nobody can actually block it.
Oh, and Bulky gets the pick onto AppCat, but however, Glob, Pizza Planet just cleaned it up.
And Lee gets a pick on the Zarya. It looks like it's back to spawn for Corgi Corps.
Oh, and Lee gets a late pick on the Bulky Bob. That's not good.
It looks like we're staggered, and we're just gonna wait for the regroup. They've got 1 or 2 fights left here to actually take back this point. If they do it quick, if they die quickly the first time, honestly. Otherwise,
okay. Corgi's taking the long way around, which is actually very smart, very unexpected as well.
Oh, huge!
Oh, huge shutdown! However, Lee did get up the stick onto the Moira.
But we did get a kill onto Zombs there. Oh, but Lee comes in, gets Mr. Zeke, Glob gets Reinhardt, and Summer and Zarya. Looks like it's going to be an easy win here for Pizza Planet on Night Market. But, that said, Rein Zarya is a very, very, very powerful Ryan Zarya, like the way that Corgis play and with their Ryan Zarya combo is really powerful on Control Center, which is our next map. Control Center is all about tight spaces and keeping staying together and trying to rush the enemy team. So if I was if I was Corgi Core, I wouldn't even think about going to the high ground here or the technical high ground up in the middle here. I would probably go just straight to point, because that Junkrat will absolutely annihilate anyone who goes into a small space, which that high ground right there is just immense small space consistently.
Hmm.
It looks like Uravity's getting really aggressive here, just kind of onto Zoms and just trying to get his ultimate up. But Uravity already at 75% ult, even though the match just started. The point hasn't even unlocked yet. And Uravity's got the point just unlocked, and Uravity's already got a shatter. That is ult economy right there, if I've ever seen it.
Yeah, but it's going to be a reset by them, even with that ult being up. There's not going to be a next fight push for them.
Agreed.
I mean, but if you're thinking about it, Pizza Planet doesn't have any ults up, or really any ults up other than Dragons, and Dragons is still quite a ways away. Having that shatter is like a game-changing ult. Ooh, they're deciding to take the long way around through left side, which is a very interesting strategy, especially when they know the enemy team has a Junkrat.
However, if they play it
down
smart,
comes out, doesn't get anyone. Zombs. Glob Dragon takes out Bulky, and Zeke goes down as well. Looks like this is a reset again for Corgi Core. Looks like they're struggling to actually get a footing on Control Center here. Honestly, if I was Corgi Core, I would be getting more long-range DPS, like an Ashe or a Hanzo or even a Widowmaker to deal with the Junkrat, because at long ranges, Junkrat is way more ineffective. So if you can just have your team lead them to point, and then you just have a sniper set up on high ground. Or if you set your sniper up on high ground and just take out the Junkrat, it makes it a lot easier. Especially since we know that Glob is known for a Junkrat. If you force it to swap off, it's just going to be really an interesting game. Oh, huge grab there. Dragons come out, grab Dragons, and looks like it's going to take Corgi Core out of the running here. And looks like Pizza Planet may just win this.
yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna be able to touch in time. Nope.
It looks like Pizza Planet takes map 1 on Lijiang Tower. Oh, Katie, I know what happened. Caster's
What?
curse. You did the Caster's curse.
Oh no!
You're like,
Not
they've never lost.
Corgis. No!
You're like, they've never lost Lijiang Tower. And look what
I
just
cursed
happened.
them.
You
I'm
gave
horrendous.
him the Caster's curse.
I'm horrible.
We're gonna have to tell Zelda at the end of the match that you gave him Caster's curse on Lijiang Tower. I find that really funny, to be quite honest. Next map is it's Eichenwald.
Yes.
My brain was like, what's happening? Eichenwald. Can we ask for swaps?
Yeah, give me 2 seconds. I'm typing in mod chat real quick. And then I will ask for swaps.
I'm already on it.
Oh, thanks, Katie.
You're welcome.
Sorry, I was gonna be much more talkative that match, but things and stuff.
Stuff and things and stuff and things.
Yeah, stuff and things, things and
Acid
stuff.
in for Strife.
Acid in for Strife.
For Corgis. For Corgis.
Acid for Strife. One second, I gotta find my stream. Can I subscribe to my own channel? Oh, I can't.
On YouTube? I don't
On
think
YouTube.
so.
Yeah, I was just checking. Spam these boats if you think corgis are the goats. That's 10 out of 10.
Fun fact, at the beginning of Season 2, Corgi Corp pretty much only ran Ghost Comp. Yeah.
A lot of people did that.
I remember that quite well.
My team could just never get it down though. Like the Raptors, we just could never figure out goats. Like that was not our composition.
I miss Goats. Goats was best comp.
I don't know. I miss Dive. I loved Dive so much.
Dive may come back.
I hope with this new patch update, Dive is gonna come back.
Oh, what happened?
Katie, I appreciate we're bonding over this right now.
I'm gonna add mods. Nods, I messed up.
What are you trying to do, Mystic? Or Nat? Why'd I just call you Mystic? Wow, I don't like that at all. What?
Nat.
I don't like that.
I like how there's very few people who call me Mystic. Everyone knows me as Nat.
Well, yeah, that's what your name, like, it's next to your name, so that's what I just assumed I would call you, and then for some reason I read your name like Mystic. Oh, nope, did not like that. That was not something I enjoyed.
I used to be in drought, but now we have acid rain. Oh my god, I love this person in chat. That is legit my spirit right there. Dude, there's so many people in this lobby that we've only got 2 slots left. And acid rain left.
What the heck? Acid Rain left?
Mm-hmm.
Why? What?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a reason? Did...
I think he may have blue screen, because he did that before, too. There he is. He's coming back now.
Oh, there he is.
Well, someone invited him. We'll see if he ends up coming back. Someone check mod chat, please.
What?
One of the arcs check mod chat, please. If any of you are watching this. Oh, true, we did not test pause button. Oof.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I should probably go to my settings and make sure that's all ready to go. I'm most professional streamer, obviously.
I mean, like I said, the first time I cast with you guys, the team forfeited. Second time, everything's just going great, guys. We're knocking this one out of the park.
Wait, this isn't right. This isn't what I'm looking for. 1 second. I don't want to replay. Wait, am I doing right? Is that right? Is it toggle spectate pause, right? Spectate toggle pause?
What? I think so?
So
I don't know.
what is our,
It's been a hot
what's our
minute since
spot?
I've casted a game.
Oh, rag for cat, what?
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
Glob.
Glob Zombs cat
My
for
brain
Rag Danny Sight
Okay,
Fishy.
so glob. I'm gonna do.
Okay, Glob for Rag.
Okay. You gotta remember, my brain is messy. Zoms. And
Zoms for Danny.
Cat, and then cat for fish. There you go.
Yep.
Oh yay! I got another friend. I've got 40 subscribers, everyone. Look. That's big happy actually. I just hit 40 subscribers. Look at that.
Nice.
And 5 people are here.
High five, people.
I am so.
It's nice to meet all of you.
Oh, now there's 4. 1 left.
You scared them all away.
Oh. New friend, come back.
Your friend, come back.
I didn't mean it. Didn't mean to hurt you.
I didn't mean. Oh, what happens on the commentating desk when we're all waiting for things to happen?
Yo, Zoms, you cannot be in a party, my guy.
Spam this
Okay,
cold
good.
so
Not a party.
corgis get full hold. I love cryptographer. You are my best friend. No, you are my best friend.
Cryptographer always comes up with like the best. What even is the correct term for it? He always comes up with those, and they're always so good.
The analogies, kind of. I don't know.
Yeah, the analogy chants. Like, is that what they're called or something like that?
I don't know what they're called.
I
I
don't
wanted
either.
to say antonym, but I'm like, that's not the right word. Oh, the 5th person came back.
Oh, hey, see, I told you, I wouldn't. Told you you'd come back. Or they'd come
It's
back,
copy
whoever you are.
pasta.
Oh,
That's what.
I'm
that's
just
what,
dumb.
That's what.
All right, we got readies from both teams.
We got readies from both teams. All right, I'm gonna start it up. We're going into
Let's
the
get the
second
show on the
map,
road.
Eichenwald.
Let's get it.
On the desk with me is KDB and Corrupt Toaster, and I am Nat, aka Mystic Angel 1999. I'm
But we'll
also-
just call you Nat.
Yeah, and we're 1-0 to Pizza Planet right now. They took the Lijiang Tower. Oh, we got some mix-ups in the chat. Some people are rooting for Pizza Planet, some people are rooting for Corgis. And at this point in the series, it could go either way.
Let's see what they run starting.
Honestly, I'm expecting bunkers on defenses. Oh, I didn't swap it. Wait, I don't need to swap it. Never mind.
No, you didn't need to swap it.
My brain was
You
just
gotta swap
like,
next map.
dude, my
Well, yeah,
brain
no.
instantly just like freaked out. I'm like, oh no, I'm the worst. But no, I'm not. I'm not the worst. Okay, so on defense, we have got oh, look at that. I called it. We have a weird bunker comp. I'm not sure what this bunker comp is, but it's a bunker comp. We got a weird bunker comp with Arissa, Diva, Zin, Moira, and then Bastion McCree. Honestly, I would have run double shield, and then run a Mercy Baptiste instead
Agreed.
of a Moira Zen. But whatever, that works. I mean, they do what they do. And then we've got a Ryan, Zarya, Reaper, May. Oh, we got a Brawl comp coming out from our boys at Corgi Corps.
Oh, I need to spectate something. Wow. Okay.
Oh wait,
My controller right now is only allowing me to spectate Danny Yuki, so that's fun.
Mine glitches sometimes like that too. It's great.
Alright, here we go. We got a good brawl going out. So, I mean, the rotations from Corgi are phenomenal, actually.
Oh, the
Get up down to
pin!
Diva. But looks like Corgi actually may take this fight. Well, if they don't take down the Bastion, they may not be able to do anything here. Bastion's gonna be a deciding factor, honestly. Bastion can take out a whole team by himself.
Yes, but the beauty about the Bastion here is they're putting a lot of stock in Bastion, and Bastion can't contest point. So essentially, if they clear point, Bastion can shoot from range all they want, but they can't prevent the point cap.
Yeah,
but he gone now.
But this baby diva is really keeping it up. But there goes Bastion. He's a running, and there we go. Looks like Corgi is gonna take point on first fight. Oh, we get a wall off into Fishy here. Fishy goes down to Acid Rain, and looks like Corgi takes first point on first fight. It was a long fight, albeit.
Looks like they're still keeping this Bastion because Psycho Mantis does have tank configuration. So I mean, I agree with that. Maybe use the ult.
I'm still confused
but...
on the tank line and the GPS line, or the tank line and the support line for this Bastion strategy, though. That I don't understand.
Yeah, they're very unconventional choices. Or maybe not the tank line, because Orisa Diva can work very well together.
I mean, but
However,
with Bastion, normally you see a double shield, so he gets ultimate protection, so you don't have to worry about Sombras and such.
Agreed, yes.
So,
Uh-oh.
And I can understand why
Acid tried to TP up top, but looks like Lee took him out.
Bulky is actually doing a real good job controlling Castle up here. It's really nice.
Oh, in the freeze!
Big freeze!
Yeah,
Get
but
both the tank and
Zelda's
the
gonna
Bastion.
clean up a lot of that point right there with that freeze. It's a beautiful combo. Bulky gave their life for it, but still allowed a fully charged Zelda to absolutely demolish point right here.
Hey, agreed.
And
I did say earlier on Lijiang Tower that if they do not take care of Zelda, they're gonna hurt. Zelda can keep their charge very, very well. I've noticed.
Zelda's a dangerous Zarya. No one should ever mess with Zelda.
High Noon in the back by McCree, which will stop that charge.
And then Corvo, and then looks like Alex takes down the Mei. Looks like we're heading back to spawn for the Corgi core, and this is a very interesting hold for both sides, because if you're trying to push here, it's really easy to get booped off, but if you're getting pushed onto, it's also really easy to get booped off, so there's very much boop potential for both teams.
Gravity's got this grab, not Gravity, Zelda has this grab, so interesting to see how they're going to use that.
Bomb comes
Over Danny,
but
doesn't get anybody.
And it doesn't
Beautiful
get
sound barrier.
Take out
they
Bongos.
canceled.
Did that cancel animation? Wow.
That canceled it.
Ooh, early
Oh, and
early
Mama Bear pops in. Oh no. Oh, but Acid's making up for it. Acid's making up for that eat and grab.
They use the Pharah, and looks like even though they technically didn't have a hit scan to deal with the Pharah, the Moira was just enough pressure to take her out, because they don't have a. They just swapped Mercy for the Pharah, even though they've had the Pharah for quite some time.
Yeah, Zelda, I know what Zelda was doing there. Zelda just threw the grab to bait out D-Matrix so Reaper could pop off. That was just a good teammate move right there by Zelda. Sacrificed their ult, but
honestly,
Reaper just popped off afterwards.
One thing you never want to do with Zarya is waste your ult. Zarya's ult is game changing. If you can get a good Zarya ult, like you could literally.
I was being sarcastic. I think that was a great move by Danny to eat that grab.
I mean, but
oh,
even if it wasn't
and Corgis just run them over. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Bulky's freezes have been on point.
However,
yo, I want to keep Uravity and Acid in mind here, because they're literally getting so many kills every team fight.
But if you look at the past 2 times they've taken point or big team fight wins, usually it's been on the back of Bulky's freeze. His mails have been great this
I'm just saying.
This
and then you have Zelda, who's just been doing amazing on Zarya the entire time. Like honestly, we're gonna have hard choices coming into the next the next coming into the stream.
MVP? Is that what you're talking about?
My brain is melting. I apologize.
Katie, do you think Nat's quiet? I can barely hear Nat for some reason. Can you hear Nat fine?
My shoulder pushed my mic away from my mouth. I'm sorry.
I thought it was
I'll
just
be
me,
louder
so I was
if that's
gonna wait
okay
in
with
between
you.
Maps.
Oh
I was like, I don't know when to
goodness.
jump in because I can't tell if Nat's there or not. Because whenever I hear her, she's like whispering.
Oh my god, cryptographer! I love that copy pasta. I use that all the time.
Hello 911. Zelda's in my room.
Yeah.
She has grabbed one set. I'm already dead. That's so good.
That's the best copy pasta. It really is.
I'm already dead, forehead.
Alright, well, looks like Corgi's put an outstanding time, so they're gonna have to play. I mean, they have a lot of time to play with on their end, so it's really gonna be on Pizza Planet to kind of bring the fight to them. At this point.
And then again here, we've got the Zenyatta when we've got the Farah Mercy, where we got the Zenyatta and then we've got the Farah. Which is a really weird combination because you gotta think, like, if you're gonna run a Zenyatta, you would normally put the orb on the Farah and then you would run a Moira to counterbalance healing. Because Zen's not gonna be able to heal his tanks like he normally would.
5, 4.
So
yeah, no, it is
Mercy
a weird
here,
healer combo.
like, I prefer the Moira Zen, because Moira just outputs so much healing that it kind of overwrites the fact that Zen's not really healing all that much. And the fact that they're running it with their Rein Zarya really confuses me, because...
And a Farah as well. I mean,
I think what they're doing here is they're using the Zen to solely heal the Farah, and they're gonna keep Mercy on ground with everybody else. It seems like for the most part.
But at that point, you should just run a Moira, because Moira just does so much more healing than Mercy does.
And honestly, if I was Psycho Mantis, I would swap off the Farah right now. Because Bulky Bob's Ash is not something to be trifled with.
Yeah, no, they need some wholesale switches, in my opinion. I would
I
go something that
agree.
can brawl straight at them, try to put pressure
our
on.
our good old Zelda Uravity Rein Zarya combo. Let's go.
And
I mean, if it ain't,
yes,
if it ain't
looks
broke,
like
don't
Mantis
fix it.
has switched to Mei here,
Which is a
but
really
they're still
big
keeping
swap.
the same healing comp. That's a good swap.
But
And
the
they have a
healing
Hanzo as
their
well.
healing compositions are man. I would probably go Moira Mercy here or Moira Lucio.
Oh, they did wall off your Uravity.
Yeah,
However,
but it's so hard to get walls in this initial choke because that car kind of
really
acts as an
is.
impediment for the attacking team.
they did manage to take out Bulky Bob and get the res on Rag. However, Corgo comes up with a double here.
Triple.
Never mind.
Triple.
Never
Go
mind.
for
I spoke too
Go for
soon.
the 4 right here.
Oh, 5,
Oh, okay.
4, let's go.
Went for the 4K.
There's your stolen play of the game, everyone. There it is. We found it.
I think the big difference right here, though, is the healing output. I think, and Rag
Oh.
makes a switch to the Moira, which is good, but I just think healing was very one-sided and provided a lot more sustainability for Corgi going into these brawls.
And you also gotta think, you would normally run a Lucio with a Rein Zarya because it's a brawl comp. You want to get on top of the enemy team, and that's why Lucio is so good with Rein Zarya. And that's why you normally run Lucio with Rein Zarya.
Yeah, no, I agree, but I mean, Pizza Planet's at the top of the leaderboard for a reason, so I don't question their comps too much. But I would, if I'm them, I would look at a few switches right here.
I mean, but if you think about it, if any of them get too high and they decide to swap on the tier 1, you're gonna have to play meta or you're gonna die. I mean, you gotta always practice what's meta because meta's what's gonna win games, to be quite honest.
Well, I think that, so they have a good setup here. They can go for grab dragons as their win condition right here, and Danny has been popping off recently in games with shatters, so it's not a lost
But I mean,
cause
we've also,
yet
but
for
we've also
the,
got. Oh, they're gonna do grab
Pizza
dragons
Planet.
right here.
And Fishy kind of just chucked their
There's
grab.
the beat, and there you go. The beat blocks it out. They didn't try to bait out beat before trying to go through that grab.
big
Oh,
shatter.
however, Danny did. Oh, yep, it's big shatter.
Yep.
Danny gets the
That's
hugest
a
shattered
6K.
existence. And
That's a 6K and a quick cleanup for Pizza
maybe
Planet.
we found the new play of the game steal, which is the Ryan Shatter.
Yeah, no, Danny's a very good Reinhardt and did save that point for them with that shatter, but even if you're Corgi Corps right now, you drained a lot of time off of that
Oh,
first
and if
initial
they, and if they
point.
get together and they push up to this corner on Castle here, like, they could probably hold it for a little bit longer.
I mean,
as well.
and that's the beauty of Corgi Corps. Everybody knows them as a team that's going to attack as 6. They're not going to make any quick decisions and push in a man down.
Oh, Ryan comes in, but once bubbled, big, huge. Gets
Oh, and
both,
Uravity gets a huge shatter.
and then
They gotta
comes
watch
in
out for
and
this May,
cleans up.
though.
And then Mercy's
Yeah,
trying to
but
get away
May
with the life,
reset
but
here.
doesn't.
I don't think, Psycho Mantis is not gonna get away from that.
Yeah, you just succumb to it at that point in time. If you're May, you're not going to just use Ice Block and Ice Wall. Your cooldowns are shot. You're not going to be able to do... Maybe get one pick against them going out, but you're not going to be able to swing a fight solo right there. But this Rhine battle is really what's intriguing me right now. I think Uravity and Danny both are playing phenomenal. And Mantis is looking for a Blizzard here.
Oh, there's a
Gets
big Bob that
nobody.
comes out from
Honestly,
here.
I
Gets
said that.
He gets a third too. He gets a pick on a
That
rag.
Blizzard was pretty whiffed from Psycho Mantis, not gonna lie. And I mean that in the nicest way. There just
Yeah,
was
Psycho,
not, there was
love you,
not
big
good
fella,
follow-up. There was no
Yeah.
follow-up there.
It seemed like there may be an issue, not an issue, but like a break in comms right there. It seems like he had one idea and the rest of the team had another. They all seem to be playing cart, and Mantis just kind of yeeted the Blizzard from center
That's
field
a
right
big
there.
grab. Comes in. Oh, gets 3 ults. Get
Mantis
used here,
has
though.
switched to the Widow. This is
Gets
new.
2
I've never
picks.
seen Mantis play Widow.
Interesting. Mantis is a good Widow, but I don't know if I would go against Bulky Bob here on the Widow. Especially with how dominant he's been. I mean, he's already halfway back to Bob. And I mean, that
honestly,
fire rate on Ash is
where
going to...
they're, but you also got to think
force 'em.
where the payload is. Widow really isn't the pick, like, because there's no really high ground.
Right in this choke point, I agree. Widow is not a great pick.
Like, honestly,
I mean, Widow could be.
Junkrat-
She's going for a flank, it looks like.
Yeah, but I mean, you can only do so much because there's not really good quality high ground unless you go way far away from your team, and you're not going to be able to get healing if you start getting attacked.
No, I agree. Widow is not the pick in this scenario, but I can also see the other side.
Mantis did get the pick on the Corvo, however. That's one big healing gone.
Yeah, if they can push. Oh, big shatter by
looks like
Uravity
the
right there.
DPS are gonna pick it up here. Donnie takes down the Reaper, and then Ryan's just gonna try to fight till his last breath.
And they baited out the beat.
I mean, I wouldn't call it beat was, it was useful there, but I mean, they do have
I
other
agree.
ults coming out. I mean, it got the Ryan out alive, so there was no staggering, and I mean, they literally have to win this next team fight, and then they win.
Yeah, I mean, looking at where they're at, and with obviously
And then
Bulky
Bob
Bob Tone
comes
and
in.
Bob right there. I mean, I think the tail of this map right here, as Corgi looks to close it up, is I think the DPS play. I think Bulky really shined on attack, and then also on defense. He farmed Bob very, very, very quickly, and I think that
agree.
just proved to be a little troublesome for the lack of hit scan that Pizza Planet had going into the majority of fights.
here's-
And Danny,
here's the shatter, here's the
Danny
shatter.
did steal the play of the game.
I called
yeah.
it.
Oh!
It was a big shatter.
the
It really
flanking
was.
shatter.
It was really good.
I mean,
That was insane. That was
Yo.
like,
That's
I gotta
beautiful.
give it to him. I gotta give it to Danny
Can we
there.
give
I'm-
MVP to Cryptographer for these great copy pastas?
Yes. Spam a lizard for that yeeted blizzard.
Spam this gravity to celebrate your gravity.
Right, you're avid. That is one from last season. I like that one will always be in my heart. Danny said, "LOL, I panicked."
Post this dog if you think corgis are pog.
Yep.
I love this. I love Corgi's chat. Hey, can you come support No Quacks Required? I love you.
Cryptographer does. He comes and supports most of the Quacks Required games,
does?
at least
Oh.
from what I've seen.
Man, but I've never really seen him from the third person perspective.
okay, so
Has-
Teblin in for Zelda is the swap
Give me
for
one
Corgi.
second. I am trying to find the 2CP
You're fine.
map.
I just looked at chat and saw it.
Okay. Can you give me that one more time?
Teblin in for Zelda.
Ooh. Something.
Oh wait, no.
No?
Oh, never mind. Nope. It was for the SR thing.
So
Because Zelda was like, oh, she was like, OMG, I just lied, and then it was the SR, and I'm just like, what?
Oh.
I
okay,
thought it was
like-
for the person. I'm sorry for
Corgi's
the
on
minor
Quack.
panic.
Corgi's on Quack.
Swaps are Cat, Glob, and Zoms for Psycho, Mama, and Korea.
Which is Leet, or
Psych-
whatever.
I'm gonna-
Which is Lee Taejun.
Yeah, that's right. Nailed it, Katie.
Yes.
Nailed it.
That's what I'm here for.
Was that the right
So I'm curious
swaps?
to... Oh.
Did I do the right?
Glob for Mama,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Psycho for who?
and no, it was Psycho for Cat, Glob for Mama, Zoms for Korea.
Okay, so
Yep,
oh wait,
you're
I
good.
did. Who did I take out then? Who did I put?
No, you
this
took out the
shit-
right people.
You
You're
did.
good.
You didn't take out Cat. You gotta swap Cat and Mama. That's all you gotta do.
What?
No, Cat is
Swap-
supposed to be in. Cat was out last map.
So who
Oh, they
am I,
were?
So am I putting
Oh,
This
Zelda
is
Zoms?
bad.
right.
Am I putting Zoms in for Lee or for Korean?
Yes, Zom's in for
Yes.
Korea.
Okay,
And then you're good.
I had it right
Okay.
then. She had me all messed up. Look, I had it right.
I'm sorry, I was
And
panicking
Katie-
too.
Katie got my big brain messed up.
Nailing it. We are just dominating all aspects of this casting
I'm
thing.
sorry.
It will be interesting to see what both teams decide to do here on Paris, because two of, in my opinion, the front runners for MVPs on both sides are out, with Zelda coming out for Corgi and then Korea coming out for Pizza Planet.
We
It'll be
got a
interesting to see
big crowd.
what they
We
end
got
up
11
running.
people here tonight watching this game. We're pretty split between corgis and pizzas. Can we get some corgis and pizzas in the chat for everyone for who you're supporting? Oh, Papa Yahweh. The score is 1-1 currently. Pizza Planet took Li Zhang and Eichenwald went to Corgi. So, shout out to Sakura Kutsune. We're getting the pizza emojis in here, bringing the pizza in. Can we ask for readies while I'm just talking with chat?
We got it ready for Corgis. Oh, and
Oh.
don't forget to swap
attack and
swap the
defense.
attack defense.
And make sure pause is
And
enabled. Did
the
you not
pause
test
is
pause
enabled.
again?
No, she didn't test pause again.
I didn't.
Wow.
I'm so good, man. Woo.
Yeah, dang it, Nat.
I
You have
keep
one
on-
job.
I keep forgetting. Okay, man.
You're
I'm
bad.
I'm sorry that the chat is just so hyped that I can't look away. Because by the time I remembered to do it on last map, they already started first team fight, and I was like, I can't do it in the middle of a team fight.
Okay, so we got the ready from Corgi. Now we're just looking for the ready for Pizza Planet.
Alrighty then. So
Did you?
Trish,
Well, make sure to switch sides too. You still have
I
to do
will
that.
do that. I will do that. I have my cursor on it. I just haven't clicked it yet.
We'll
I
also
gotta
make
check-
sure to swap
Yeah,
spectators.
I
I'm just making sure. We've been dropping the ball a lot on this.
Nothing
on
is
this scrim.
nothing
On this
has
stream.
dude. You should see all my
Nothing has
streams.
run smoothly today. Let's leave it at that.
That dude,
That's
you
all-
should see
that's all
all
we're
my
gonna say.
streams. Honestly, like
That is true.
all my streams, something goes wrong.
I say that with love, Nat, but I'm usually with you on your stream.
I am very absent-minded and easily distracted, and it doesn't help that chat is so lit.
Okay, Katie, I'm gonna ask you a mod question while we're talking because it was brought up in Stream Team. Season 17 SR, is that still into account if people go over 3150? I should know
Yes.
this. I'm a bad mod.
Yes.
I think so. Yes.
Yes. It's 16. It's the past three. It's the past 2 seasons. It's the current season. The past 2 seasons. So 17 and so it's 18 and 17 still count.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I did not want to. There's now stream confirmation that I asked people before I just said yes. So if you're mad at me, you're mad at Katie and Nat too.
Hey.
If that's
Strife
wrong,
is
we're all
spectating
wrong.
the wrong team.
What?
They said in match chat that Strife is spectating the wrong team.
Yeah, Strife
I'm
is
not gonna
spectating
do
the
that,
team.
dude. I don't want to.
I think he blue screened.
Nat.
What?
Nat, Strife is
Sorry.
spectating the wrong team.
Who?
Strife.
Oh, I think. Thank you. What?
Don't worry, guys. We're professionals. We
Yeah.
have this. Nothing has gone wrong ever. We're just great.
What are you talking about?
We're Uber and Mr. X and somebody
Absolutely. I'll be
Hey,
Golden Boy.
I'm
Then
Uber.
boom.
else. Yes. I miss Golden Boy in Overwatch League. I was so mad when he wasn't in season 2.
Yo, CM Punk
'cause Fortnite and
is
stuff.
rooting for Santa because
True.
Merry Christmas.
Yep. You know what? I can get behind that.
Have we got ready for
I mean,
both teams?
Have we gotten ready for both teams? I know. Why? Okay,
We've
now
only
both
gotten
teams say
ready from
Pizza Planet.
Corgis.
Nat, we need to change Corgis to Corgis, please, not Pizza Planet. We have Pizza
What?
Planet.
I swear, I
Planet
swear,
right
no,
now.
I swear I changed it. I swear I changed it. I swear, I have stream confirmation that I changed it.
Jibba, when you watch this back, I understand completely if you remove all 3 of us from Stream Team.
Dude,
This
I've been
is-
in stream team
I
since the
understand.
the end of season 1. If they haven't removed me yet, they're not gonna remove me.
If you yeet this or don't let us 3 stream together ever again, I don't blame you. This is
Me and Katie
We're-
team.
we're-
No, I
We're-
think we're the dream stream team right here.
I don't know. I mean, Kirby,
This
Alex,
trio
and
right
Jibba
here.
are pretty dope.
True. And honestly, I will say this myself and Zelda Tashik when we cast together, A++.
I don't think.
So I mean, there's some
casted
very
with
good
Zelda.
combinations.
Oh look,
Lots
yo,
of good
Kirby,
games.
what's up?
Kirby!
Kirby's in chat. Can we get a
Yeah.
Kirby hype in chat, please?
Can we
Wait.
get a copy pasta for Kirby,
Kirby,
Crypt,
please
if you
and
can?
thank. Please and thank you.
Okay, we got readies from both teams
ready.
So
now.
we got
Those are
okay.
ready.
So
Yeah.
wait. We have a question. Pizza Planet won Li Jiang, and then Corpse won Eichenwald.
Eichenwald.
Yep.
Okay. So we
Was that
got
the
readies.
question?
Can we go? Yeah, that was the question.
Oh.
Yes, we have the readies and we are ready
Yes.
to go.
Okay, we're starting map 3, Paris. I swear we're taking way too long. in
Everybody's favorite map.
my favorite map, definitely. He's getting the water boiling.
Being a former member of Pizza Planet, I'm going to turn away when they attack on this map, and you will see why. Please pay very close attention to their comp. If they decide to run our usual former Paris comp. If it does not make you cringe,
I don't want to cast or curse the Corgis again, so I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
if you don't want to cringe at, and it works, so Fishy, if you're listening to this, I'm running this back. I'm proud of you, because this works all the time, but I still don't understand why. It's like gravity, no one understands it, but it's a thing. Be interesting to see, though,
Hollywood.
what,
We haven't played.
What
Yeah, I
everybody's
think you mean
doing.
Eichenwald, Kirby.
And no, there wasn't.
And they held second point. They didn't make it past the bridge on second point by the castle.
No, they were
Okay,
they were on the
just-
bridge.
Just,
Well, it was close enough.
so everyone, so whenever Pizza Planet watches this back, they'll know somebody recognized it. Do we want to take a minute to look at the comp Pizza Planet is running? Are there any questions in that comp?
We've got
Um,
Anna, Lucio, Diva Zarya, teleport with Farah. What?
What are we
Wait,
missing in this team comp,
Sigma?
guys?
Sigma?
Oh, they
It's
mixed it
Sigma
up.
now.
Oh, now we've got a Mercy.
Mercy.
And now we've got a
now-
Ryan.
oh.
Ryan.
Okay,
I'm sad.
and looks like we got
They usually find
oh, we
that
got the
shield bank
Corgi
comp.
special. We got the
Yeah,
Corgi
we got the
Paris
Corgi special. That's why I didn't say anything. I didn't want to
Corgi
jinx it.
special.
This is going to be a huge problem for Pizza Planet, because anywhere they teleport, which I'm assuming was the plan with the Symmetra, is going to be right in the face of that Bastion.
Oh my god. Okay, we've got another copy pasta.
Ooh, they teleported underneath. That is actually
Actually,
a
that's
very
been a very
unique take on how to
I've
fight
seen
this.
that. I've seen that happen.
We've been using I mean, I've seen Corgi use this, and that's what people do against this strat. They just teleport underneath into the hotel, but it normally doesn't.
Oh,
work
however,
very well
Bulky
for
should
them.
not have dropped there.
But Bulky's getting the kills,
Nope.
and so is Acid.
Bulky got the kills, but okay, maybe it was worth it to drop.
So the key in
Maybe.
my mind of this fight is going to be, and unfortunately she's going to hear this when I say it, Cat. I think Cat is going to have to get a massive boop with Lucio to try to dislodge somebody protecting Bastion or Bastion himself. And the team just dive on it. Because with a double turret comp up there, there's almost no way you're going to win brawling straight up at that. No matter what comp you run, you're going to have to get that early pick, and that's going to have to be set up by either a concussion.
Oh, however,
by
Bulky
Pharah.
is getting spawn camped
Ooh, that is another unique way to
by
do
the
it.
Pharah Mercy. And honestly, I can't be mad at that. I've seen that happen. And it's not toxic.
But we also have the Mercy going down for.
Ooh, it's a big boot by Rag
we
right
get
there.
the res from
Ooh,
Donnie.
no. I thought that went off the map.
And it looks like the picks are in favor of Pizza Planet here. They may take this on
This is
second.
very back and forth right now.
Corbo goes down. It's a 4v6 at the moment. Gravity goes down 3v6. And looks like Pizza Planet may take this win here.
Looks like they will take this first initial point.
But
The
only
key to
at
this,
a,
though, is going...
but at a
Go
minute
ahead.
30 seconds, I don't know if it's really like it's not I mean it's a good time bank, but the fact is like people can get it within the first minute, and I mean I've seen many people on this in this league do it. So
And the second point is clearly the toughest one to take, so as long as Corgi regroups here, has a good smart push, and stops the steamroll option, it could be just a 1
there
point.
was a really,
Yep,
really
and there's
weird
questionable.
charging.
That was a
from
questionable
Zombs.
choice from Zombs right there, in my opinion.
Yeah, your shield tank goes, well, your main shield goes down, and I think this is a bad ult here by Fishy. I don't think you throw that in there right there.
I don't think you do either.
Unless you're looking at wholesale switches here, I think
I
that
think
ult
they will be
was a
switching.
lost one.
Honestly,
I think
when-
Fishy will be
When
switching.
someone dies, you should automatically call for an ult hold, because at that point you just want to save for ults for next fight.
Mm.
And the fact that
Well, no, Fishy's gonna keep on this Sigma.
yeah,
I
I
do
can,
think, I mean,
I can
he
understand
can build
if
ult
you-
quickly.
But the fact is, like on attack, Sigma builds a lot less quickly than he does on defense. So
No, Fishy's actually now going back to build, to switch up, I would have guessed to a Zarya possibly, or maybe even a Diva? Okay,
a
straight to
Zarya.
Zarya. That's going to be good.
However, they're wasting a lot of time making these
Yeah, they're-
decisions.
There's almost a minute 40 taken off the clock right there between first push and now. And this second point is the hardest, one of the hardest to take in Overwatch, especially with it being how close spawn advantage is. So every minute,
Agreed.
second is going to count on this push. So, and it's going to have to be on the back of ults. I mean, you have to have a good ult fight and get a team kill in order to take this second point. So I would like
oh,
to see...
huge shield by Gravity there
Zombs
blocks the
got
shatter.
immediately deleted. They need to watch out for Rag. Okay, never mind. Rag is dead because Rag has the barrage. If Rag is sneaky enough and can get behind the whole team, who just beat drop?
I believe Cat
That was
did
Cat.
to maybe
Cat
escort some
did.
people out.
But I think
See,
that was a
if-
waste, honestly, because they have Molten Core
Yeah,
and they have
Cat might be
amplification.
switching as
Like,
well.
so if
I'm
you
not
throw-
sure.
If you throw Molten Core through Ant Matrix, it actually does more damage. So that's
See, I think the win condition
Pretty much
here,
any projectile you can throw through Amp Matrix pretty much gets amplified.
yeah, what I would like to see Pizza Planet do here is hold on to that barrage until Fishy gets Grav. Because barrage on itself is not going to win points, especially with a Torb turret and a McCree. Barrage itself will not just win the point outright.
I'm not sure
Cat,
who
we are
this is.
casting you. You may need.
Okay.
Can someone
Immediately
That's a
gone.
good wall.
Remove him from
I would
lobby?
Not
push
a
him
bad
on that.
wall.
I really don't want to.
And they did get that McCree ult of Bulky, so that's good. But and Rag goes down quickly, but he is holding
However,
on to that
yep.
barrage.
And they're just not taking care of this turret, so this turret is just doing free damage all the time.
Fishy is high charge, so they are gonna have to deal with Fishy. However, and Danny is the only one left on point. Yep.
But Rag used that barrage right there, down a man. I feel bad for questioning all usage so hard right here, but against a coordinated team like Corgi, you're going to have to hit combos.
Oh,
You're not going to go in with a Riptide
and,
or something.
Donnie, we're getting Moira and a soldier.
And Glob has switched as well off of the
Junkrat.
Symmetra to Junkrat.
See,
I could see that working here.
Yeah, I could see
Maybe.
the Soldier Junkrat would be good, but you're going to have to build ults here quick. You have one fight here, and you're pushing
Yeah.
into a Molten Core, Coalescence, and Ant Matrix. And you almost have Bulky again with that McCree as you see the Ant Matrix come out. And quickly drops Fishy to almost half health. He gets back up, though. Fishy's going to have to build up the last part of this grab to have a chance to win this team fight.
Oh,
Glob gets the pick on Corvo, though.
This is where
You gotta
Pete's
move
Planet
quick,
should just
though.
push
Spawn
in.
advantage is heavy.
Yeah, they just need to run in at them. Fishy dropping
Huge
dangerously low. Fishy
shatter
is gone.
coming from Zoms, though. Bulky's getting
However,
lots
the
of
picks are going.
High Noon
The
comes out,
picks
gets
are just
Lucio.
going for Corgis
Oh my gosh,
here.
Bulky just basically wipes out the team. I mean, he got 4 kills, or 3 kills there by himself.
And I think in that that fight, it really highlighted, I think, the synergy that Corgi has versus Pizza Planet. I mean, Corgi, every fight that they have, it looks like whatever 6 is in has played together for a very long time, and they really know what ults to use when. They stagger their ults very well and combo when needed. And
Their
it
ult
looks
economy
like, I mean,
is like absolutely beautiful. I love Corgi's ult economy.
I agree as well. They know how to cycle their ults, and they know what.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just basically gonna repeat myself, so
That's
ignore
fine.
me.
No, you're fine. I mean, and it was kind of sad for me watching Pete's playing here, because they had numerous times the ults to win fights. I mean, they had Barrage up, they had Shatter up. Shatter Barrage can change a fight. They had Wall for Sim. A Sim, just to solidify yourself on point with that wall would be enough, but it just seemed like they never really, I guess, connected well in a sense with their ult synergies there. And I think ult economy is what eventually won them that fight, because you just can't win without a big ult bank on point 2 on 2 CP maps, especially Paris, where the spawn advantage is absolutely ridiculous.
I agree.
I mean, you have to get 2 or 3 picks going into a fight on point 2 to have a chance to take it. If you go 1 for 1, the spawn advantage is just too high.
It looks like we're going to brawl again here from Glory Coin. We've got a good old sim soldier here from
Pizza Planet.
Pizza Planet. Thank you.
See, if I'm Pizza Planet here, though, Corgis is a no-nonsense team. They're gonna brawl right at you, so I wouldn't try anything cheeky with like a Sim or something. I would go Junkrat, even though it's gonna keep high charge on that
but
Zarya.
they were expecting Corgi to go Bastion and they didn't. Or no, Corgi was expecting a Bastion and they didn't, and nobody went Bastion. So, alright, it looks like.
And I think it's a good pick by Fishy, though.
Oh, and the huge boop on Fishy from Mr. Zeke.
And Zeke
Oh,
gets
and the
another kill
boop
on our
away off Danny from the res.
Your Gravity gets the Symmetra. It looks like it's just cleanup fights here.
And Danny just gets booped off as well.
See, and if I'm Pizza Planet, that is the last thing I wanted. I would want to do something range to try to and take that first fight off of point with Corgi, because Corgi, if they get in a brawl state straight at you, you're gonna need a big swing in order to stop their brawl. I mean, their brawl is very coordinated and strong.
Like I said, look, Pizza Planet here has like over a minute more than or not Pizza Planet. Corgi Core has over a minute more than Pizza Planet did coming into second point. And like that, a minute, they had like a minute and 40 seconds. That's like 2.5. That's like 2.5 fights.
Oh, and the huge wall onto Fishy. Fishy just immediately gets picked. However, Acid does go down in that fight. And the beat drop is also out.
A lot of ults just kind of getting thrown around here from Pizza Planet. Just a lot of ults just coming out, doing random.
But I mean, if you're defending, I think if you are concerned, and with the time bank Corgi has, you almost have to have a triangle party almost every single fight. I mean, because you can't.
I mean,
you can't give up a tick.
But the fact is, yes, they're using ults, and triangle parties are good. But if you coordinate your triangle party, so like if you're coordinating, like say Moira or Soldier's ult and Orissa's ult at all times, or Orissa's ult and Hog's ult all times, or Orissa's ult and Torbjorn's ult at all times, yes, triangle parties are good, but if you can coordinate those ults and minimize how many ults you have to use per fight, you're gonna win more fights statistically.
I agree with that, because right now for Pizza Planet, the only ult that they have online, not even, but the closest one that they have is for Fishy.
Oh, and
Fishy has it now.
Say that.
Exactly. And Rag is pretty close to his as well.
If I was Fishy, I'd just use my ult. I mean, they're all grouped up there. I mean, you'd push them back into a wall.
This is a very back and forth fight. Rag's gonna need to pop this tack visor pretty quickly, and he does indeed. But again, you have Fishy thrown in the whole hog. Again, maybe a few too many ults dumped in right there.
Because by the time Rag pressed triangle, Fishy had already gotten a kill with his whole hog, and at that point, you know that because Corgi is a coordinated team, that they're just gonna back up. So
it looks like Bulky Bob has made the switch onto the Junkrat as well. I think that
really
will.
Good pick.
Mm.
I really like that pick, especially.
Corgis have 4 ults to work with, and they're halfway to another Graviton. So if this is very much winnable within a fight for them.
And yeah, Corgi needs to do what Pizza Planet couldn't, and just coordinate those ults into one big fight, and you will get a tick. You want to dry push a couple times here, see if you can bait out the support ults and the bongos, and then just go in as a unit with 4 or 5 ults.
Huge hammer!
There's the beta.
Actually.
From Acid
just
here.
like that.
We need to get that immortality field down if I'm Corgi.
And the immortality field is gone.
And I just anti-caster cursed Corgis because they did the absolute opposite of what I said, and they are looking very good right now on this point. Pick's
I agree.
Still going their way. They need to clean up quickly though.
Here comes Grab. They're just trying to win it now. They're not even playing anymore.
So it's only 2 on point, just Torb and Soldier, but they need to kill Soldier before he gets his visor. Which I don't know if he'll get it enough time. He won't.
Oh, he body flops.
He wouldn't even be able to touch.
He body flops on. Gamer King Little, yes, this is a PS4 Overwatch League. Sadly, we don't play for like a lot of money.
We don't play for any money. What are you talking about?
We don't cast for any money either, sadly.
We volunteer our time. But it's a lot of fun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can tell how committed we are to it because we are just crushing this casting game tonight. If you've caught any of the prior, man, we are just dunking on casting fools right now. We're the big 3 of casting.
How do we join? Oh, hold on. I will get a link and I will post it in there because we do not have Nightbot set up in.
If they're already in server though, if you're already in server, just I think it's /apply in any channel, and then you can select to apply to be a part of Stream Team. Or is that just an ask of how to join the server?
I think he meant how do you join the server and how do you go.
Oh.
Yeah,
sorry.
I think that's what. You're fine.
I suck.
Yeah, let me grab a link.
Another shout out to Cryptographer. Spam this Derby horse for Mr. Kirby, of course.
Did you see mine? Did you see mine?
Oh, yeah,
I'm very happy.
Yeah, spam this key for KCB. Or KDB, whatever. My brain is
who's
melting.
KCB?
KDB. And Katie, you're now a mod in my chat.
I noticed that. I saw that I had that,
So if you see anything,
setting.
if you see any
I got you.
in
I
the
got
chat.
you.
Post a club.
Okay, are you ready
these
for
casters
swaps?
rock.
Are you ready for swaps now?
Yeah, wait, one second, I gotta change the map. I was having too much fun with Cryptographer.
You're fine. Just whenever you were ready, I have swaps for you.
Okay, I need to go to Dorado.
That is correct.
Dorito?
Dorito, exactly. Oh, I need to swap the teams first, don't I?
Yes, you gotta swap the teams,
so
Pat.
I'm gonna swap all the boys first, and then you can tell me.
Corgis, I'm gonna be really mad if you take Bulky out on this map because I love a good Widow Ash on Dorado with the sight lines. So if Bulky Bob goes out this map, I'm gonna be big sad about this. Like huge sad.
From what I remember correctly, Bulky
can I get
normally
swaps
plays
now?
Dorado.
Oh, you ready for swaps? Okay, so swaps for.
Oh, now you're ready for swaps.
Go
Now you're ready for swaps.
Julie said go Quacks and Toaster.
No, you're not ready for swaps yet. Oh no, you are.
I
My
am.
bad. Sorry.
I am. Thank
That's on
you.
me. So Korean and Mama for Glob and Fishy.
Okay.
Wait, cat? What? Okay, so hang on, I got two different things. Pizza Planet, are you reading that right, Katie? Did you get two different things from Pizza Planet here?
I saw two different things, but I have not looked at it. I'm in the midst of doing things in...
Can somebody check match chat, make sure I'm not crazy, because Psycho sent
Alright,
something, and...
I got you,
Oh,
I
my
got
bad,
you.
nope, I read Psycho's wrong, that's on me, and then... So Psycho, Korean, and Mama for Glob, Cat, and Fishy.
So Cat for Psycho. Okay, I got it. Any swaps for Pizza Planet? Or not Pizza Planet, Corgi?
No.
I have it
Yeah,
backwards.
you need to switch
One
names,
second.
too. Yep. This is why I said you weren't ready for swaps.
I am ready for swaps, don't lie to me.
You're never ready for swaps.
I'm never
Are
ready
we
for,
ever ready?
I'm never ready for casting. I cast two
Tina,
games
if you're
on
listening to this, we're
Sunday.
trying to swap you. Nat's just having problems changing names and stuff. So blame Nat.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Nat's having a personal difficulties.
Dude, I cast two games on Sunday, so get in for the ride.
Do either of you cast the Summit Nova game with me? I don't think so, do you?
I don't know what.
Nope.
I'm casting games. I'm not. Wait, Summit
I mean,
Nova.
not
When
cast.
is
I
that?
commentate Summit Nova. I think.
Yeah,
I think it's a game
I don't-
Sunday.
I have
I was
before.
gonna say,
I
I
have
don't,
4 o'clock and I have the 7 o'clock game.
Oh, I think you're on. I think you're with me then, because I think I have the I think the Nova game's at 7.
I don't
Anyways,
know.
okay, swaps for Corgi Corps. Are you ready?
Yep, I am ready.
So Zelda in for Corvo, and that's
Oh
it.
wait, I'm not ready. I didn't have my thingy.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I didn't have my thingy
Cat,
selected. There you go. Now it's done.
So Zelda in for.
Corvo.
I lost it now. Corvo. Yes.
I already did it. I got the big brain. I remember.
No.
I got the big brain.
And I think
Who's
that's
listening to
it
the
for both
stream?
teams.
Me, because I'm your mod, remember?
Pause it.
Why?
So I don't hear my voice echo. My voice is
Oh
annoying.
my god. Your voice is fine.
My
Calm
voice is
yourself.
terrible, man.
Straight fact.
Spam
Your
this
voice is not
bat
bad,
to
Nat.
help
You're
at
fine.
Nat. I need that. Yes, please. I need help. Are we ready? Have we gotten readies?
I'm asking both of them right now.
Okay, I was just asking. Don't get me.
Relax.
Wee.
Go back to your internal turmoil. I will let you know when they're ready. Okay, so what we're looking back to Overwatch things. We're 2-1. Corgi up on Pizza. So this is a win or go home for Pizza. Oh, Mag Dragon for Teblin as well for Corgi Corps.
What?
Mag Dragon for Teblin.
No, I heard you.
Oh, you said what? Which usually means you
my brain
didn't
is.
hear me.
I told you my brain's melting. I say what a lot. You told me to go back to my inner turmoil, and I did. And then you called me back out of it.
Yeah, that was too early. I'm sorry. Tina got to swap in late.
I think she's getting another swap in too.
Oh,
Yeah, don't go back to your inner turmoil yet.
Dude, I swear my meme is gonna go from geometry to freaking inner turmoil.
Yeah, so we're just waiting on the ready for Corgi Corps right now. and then we're gonna be good after that.
Yo, is anybody here in the chat? Is anybody in chat here when geometry meme became a thing for me, where I talked about geometry during one of the games. I forget. I think it was a Nova game.
I remember that.
Daddy still he still talks about it. I'm like, really? That was so long ago. But that's my meme, and now it's gonna be inner turmoil. So are you guys commentating with me?
For what?
Right now, yes.
No, on Sunday.
I
know. I think Kirby is commentating with you for one of the games.
Me and Kirby and you, Nat. Yeah.
I have yet to sign up for more games currently.
Yep, you're the problem with Stream Team. Nobody signs up.
You know what?
Katie's that problem. Yes.
Dude, I didn't sign up at all last week, so it's kind of.
Yes, Nat. It's you, me, and Kirby for the Sunday 7 p.m. game.
Oh, let's go! It's gonna be a party.
Yeah, I'm
Dude,
sure.
Zenita's,
I'm sure we gotta figure it out.
Zenita diving, like the 2 6 o'clock games are just like not there.
Oh wait, are you ready?
Do I need to do
look
the
at
6
match
o'clock
chat
game too?
again. Why am I so bad at my job? Okay,
That
Zelda's
is literally
ready.
the only
Not
thing
Zelda,
I've asked you to
Corgi
do.
Corpse is ready. Sorry, I was looking at Stream Team schedule too.
Zelda said
They're ready. Yeah, I just said they're ready.
But
both teams are ready.
Did Pizza Planet already get ready?
Yeah, they've been ready for a good minute. We've been waiting on us.
Starting
They're
up.
waiting on us to put Tina in.
Oh, I never
Zelda.
checked the pause button.
You know, might as well check on the fourth map.
Checked the pause button.
Dude,
Are you gonna test it now?
Help me goodness.
Yes,
Test this pause button right now.
Do it.
It's not working.
Do it. Please
It's
tell me
not
it's not working.
Oh my god.
Here we go, guys. So, catch up to speed here. Fourth map. We've not checked pause button yet. We check it on fourth map. It doesn't work. So please, no DCs from either side.
Okay, wait.
Please.
We're
Pretty
fixing it.
please.
We're fixing it. It still
Okay,
doesn't work.
I was
It
gonna say,
still
or
doesn't
if
work.
that
It
happens,
still-
Nat, I was gonna say, if need be, hand it over to me right away. I have my pause button equipped.
Oh, dude, I'm so sorry.
I think
We
I
know-
also do too. So
Yeah, so
both
either
of you, both the
Dude, I'm
commentators
sorry,
have
I-
it bound. Oh, I
Yeah,
love it. This is
I
gonna
don't
break,
know why
guys.
people
Oh
trust.
my
Dude,
goodness.
I never check I always forget to check my pause button. Like literally. I
Also-
never. do.
Alrighty, let's see. What
This
do we
has
got
been
here?
the most personal stream in the world. We've talked very little about Overwatch, it seems like, between games. That's
What do
fine. We're lovable.
Well, yo.
We're lovable.
Katie, when have I ever talked about Overwatch ever?
That is very true,
I'm a very personal
especially in
person.
between games.
Yeah, I talk to the chat, and I love chat because chat is best.
Okay, well, now looking at both sides, it looks like we're gonna have a pretty standard comp from Corgi Corpse, with your Gravity Zelda tank combo. You have Acid on the Reaper, Bulky Bob on his Ashe, and then Moira Lucio as the heal line. And someone's alarm's going off.
That's
Katie.
me. I'm sorry.
And then if you look over
I'm
at Pizza
sorry.
Planet, they're going for this different kind of bunker here with a Hanzo kind of playing on the flank. So it'll be interesting to see if he can get a lot of pick value there.
Doesn't look
And
like he's
kinda
doing
offset
very
Bulky
much
Bob's
though
Ashe.
here for them though. I mean they're getting a little bit, but not very much. And
Well, I mean,
getting a lot-
Corgi's is playing this right. They just played cart and are forcing them to drop down and brawl with them. So although they do get the early pick onto the Lucio, they also will trade here for Danny, but it looks like the fight is
We're
going to
getting
end up
back
probably
and forth.
swinging
We're
Pizza
getting a
Planet
lot
way.
of back and
Yeah,
forth.
it's a lot
here.
of back and forth here.
But it looks like Pizza Planet comes out on top. But Corgi Core does have the closer spawn.
They do,
I
and they've already
agreed, yes.
dislodged. They dislodged high ground from Pizza Planet, which is where that bunker comp's gonna thrive, kind of forcing that Orisa to brawl, and then Psycho's trying to play this kind of flank hook game. It looks like. So they really need to push on this Orisa here. Orisa without an off tank is gonna just be an alt. Is gonna be just alt fodder. It looks like, and that is what
Yep.
happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's the kind of high risk, high reward play that we're used to seeing from Psycho on this Roadhog. He is he's either gonna get a lot of value like that out of hooks on the flank, or his main tank is going to suffer somewhat. Gonna pop the whole hog, and
Oh, big dragons here from Korean wannabe or Lee Taejun.
big dragons, but unnecessary dragons in my mind. That fight was very well won by Pizza Planet right there, especially with the whole hog being used right there. I would like to see him hold on to that dragons. Because now, if you look at the side of Corgi Corps, they're about to push in with a full 6. Here in a fight, and if it's ran like they usually do it, they'll have all 6 here for this fight. Danny's gonna use Tire.
Zelda does get Zombs down.
And there goes that Tire.
Gravity does take it down.
And Brag and Psycho both go down.
May take first point here.
Danny is very far behind Corgi Core right now.
Yeah,
he's going to need to die quickly.
Yeah, with him getting a point, he does just that.
He dies kind of late though, because his team are already back up at choke.
He did die late in terms of like everybody else, but he did what he needed to do there he just went and stared straight at that Moira and and just died. Instead of trying to make a hero play in the back line, going for minefield, stuff like that, with the Junkrat concussion mines, he just took his death and moved forward.
No, if you think about it, that's what he needed to do. He needed to get that ult charge, and he did.
But he also, Corgi Corp's a good enough team. I don't think you play for that ult charge. They'll just stagger you.
But at that point, he was already staggered, and he couldn't get back to his team, and he was gonna have to die anyways. So why not get the ult charge?
Well, anyways, it looks like, it's a double-edged sword, but moving forward here, it looks like they're still actually, Corgi Corp's gonna be very aggressive here and force more staggers as Mama Bear goes out, playing in front of that shield tank, maybe a little bit too much, got caught out on her own, and punished for that.
And our argument was mute because he swapped to Mei.
Yeah, he swapped to Mei, so it was not...
Mantis is also very far behind using his ult.
See, this is not the Pizza Planet that I think we've seen in the first 3 games. They seem very unorganized and under duress a lot. I mean, I see a lot of panic ults, a lot of attempted hero plays, and that's just not, I think, something that'll be able to be done too much against a coordinated team like Corgi Corps. I mean...
Huge ult from Acid, gets a 4K of the game unless Moira steals it.
And Pizza Planet needs to do something here quick. After a good, it looked like, hold on that first point, they're in danger of having a very big very big time bank against them in here on Dorado. And with being down a map, that's not something you can really risk. They need to get some stall characters here and hold this fort as long as possible.
Zen's kind of coming back on this point, gets killed. Psycho Mantis goes down.
The only safe condition here is going to be Danny's gonna have to build this blizzard. It's gonna be big on Danny's back, and unfortunately,
it's not enough.
Yeah, I mean, he just didn't have the chance to build blizzard. I mean, we've been talking about it all game, and we sound like broken records, I'm sure, but the coordination from Corgi Corps is just insane. They recognized that Mei was what needed to die, and you had 5 bodies just on Mei immediately. There's no one-on-one fights. But as you see, Mei does get back here. If Mei can build this blizzard, they can stall this. But again, they're gonna stop Danny before he can build it.
Danny has it. It's just he can't even use it.
He got it right the minute they killed him, and I'm just in awe at the coordination of Corgi Corps. It is something to be rivaled with, in my mind. I mean, this is a team that started off the season losing and not looking too great, but they've really hit stride here recently, looking very dominant against one of the top teams. I don't know what that laughed for. What happened? I'm very confused.
Look at
spam the Salier because Acid ended their career. The copy pasta's in the chat. The copy pasta cryptographer comes up with. I can't even.
Dude, that's so spicy that like I can't even handle it, man. I'm like tearing up because it's so spicy.
Alright, and hopefully we have a classic Corgi defense coming out here. And what I mean by classic Corgi defense, I'm like, I'm bulky on the ad. Okay, I'm not. Okay, I caster cursed it, I only caster cursed bulky. I knew everything else.
If you get no kills on this defense, it's Katie's fault. Just remember that. On this attack, sorry.
Bulky, I'm sorry.
Defense, you popped off. No, I mean, selfishly, I would like to see a not classic Corgi Corpse defense, because map 5s are always fun, especially on control, but this is a very high hill for, I would argue even mountain, for Pizza Planet to climb here against Corgi, because Corgi is not the team that's going to give up a 2-minute 30-second alt bank. I mean, they're known for their defenses, and it's going to be a tough fight for them, but I mean, Pizza Planet can do it. I just think it's going to take a lot of coordination. With the Sombra, they're going to need big EMPs here. And
yeah,
again,
Danny on this Sombra is not something to trifle with. Like,
no,
Danny is known for his Sombra.
Though his Sombra is really good, but I think kind of what Nat was alluding to on Eichenwald a little bit, I'm still questioning somewhat of this Zenyatta pick. Because I don't think... I would like to see them, the minute they realize there's a Moira Mercy on the other side, switch to something more healing-wise. Because you're going to have to brawl at Corgi Corpse. I don't think Zenyatta, I mean, unless he's just popping off with Discords, you're not getting enough healing out of him. You're going to want even a BAP or something. If you want to do something a little bit more utility, run an Ana or a BAP, but I don't think Zen's going to be enough.
And I mean, and even if you play Zen, you have to have ultimate coordination at all times. Like, you just have to be super coordinated to play Zenyatta. Zenyatta is just a really, like, you have to play with your team, you have to play well, because you have to get ultimate, just like, value out of every Discord.
And I mean, as we question the Zenyatta, I mean, you see Pizza Planet take that first point pretty quickly, and I think that is a lot on the back of what Katie and I kind of touched on earlier. Danny's Sombra really opened that up. A couple big key hacks on Corgi Corps members allowed them to really push on it, and you see him still in the back here, just harassing the backline like a good Sombra should. I mean,
like, he's harassing the backline. However, Danny still doesn't have EMP yet.
No, but he's getting ready to get it.
Oh, there's a big stick onto the McCree, but didn't actually get a kill on him because he got bubbled.
Yeah. And although Danny does not have EMP,
bubble from Zelda.
Yeah, Danny does have EMP now, and even though he's
from
not
behind, gets
been building
the
it.
flank high noon.
Never expected.
Never expect the Spanish Inquisition. However, Danny still lives.
Yeah, I think. Can we go back to the Spanish Inquisition thing real quick? What?
Nobody ever expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Okay,
also, unironically, I just realized we're on Dorado again. That was unironic.
Well played by you. So Danny does have this EMP. Oh, okay, good coordination. Very good coordinated ults right there. Although didn't get the Mercy. And Mercy didn't get the res on Bulky.
However, the EMP grab, not the EMP grab, the EMP shatter, not as much follow-up, I think, as...
No, and I think...
as they needed.
I think, and I keep on saying I think that Pizza Planet is running a good comp to kind of counter what Corgi Corpse is doing. I would just look at maybe a DPS switch off the Tracer.
What I've noticed with Pizza Planet, especially on the last couple maps, is they get one really good push, and then they get kind of cocky with their gameplay. They become sloppier as the map goes on. Like, so if they I just think they need something to combo better with this Sombra when she ults. I think you have an EMP Riptire, EMP High Noon, EMP Meteor Strike, something like that is a guaranteed couple picks, and that'll swing these fights, because Danny, again, just used EMP, already back to 60+% on it. And I just don't think EMP Pulse Bomb is going to be the win. And they don't have normal player CM Punk here to actually, like, play that diva that they normally play with the Sombra.
But as we say that, Zoms gets a 3k here, and is, Rag uses Zenyatta ult, maybe looking to switch here after death, because I don't think that was necessarily needed here.
That was a very long stall, especially with Mag Dragon being the last one to die. That was look at how long they have to push the payload, just how far they have to push it.
I know, but that's really good for Corgi Corps, because Corgi Corps can just get back up.
Oh, of course it is.
And just
Corgi Corps is looking good here. Definitely has a good...
Oh, that's a huge shatter from
Zoms.
Gets 2, and looks like we may see a win from Pizza Planet on second point, but Donnie comes in.
And the EMP is out from Danny as well.
It only gets the Mercy, really. Mercy gets...
What is...
But Manta... Mantis threw out the grab as well.
I gotta stop questioning their ult usage, because I feel like I'm doing that every single fight, but I don't understand why. Maybe I'm just inexperienced playing Zarya, possibly. I don't know, but I don't know why you would use that ult right there. I mean, it looked like a one fight, and even if it's not one right there, that's an ult you're gonna want back. You got just Mercy in that ult.
I agree.
And then you have Zelda here, who just drops their ult, comboing with Acid here, gets a guaranteed pick onto Psycho Mantis.
They need to. Okay, I was about to say they need to take out Zombs, and Acid takes them out with a one shot.
If you're Pizza Planet, you gotta back up here. I think. I don't think you keep trying to push it.
Oh, huge bomb!
Oh, big by Korean. So never mind.
But looks like
however, Corgis have the closest spawn
staggering
here.
it. Yeah, they're just staggering it and staggering it and staggering it until you can't stagger anymore.
No, these are phenomenal staggers here. Just fading onto point, and that's why I'm saying, if I am Pizza, I think you back off here. They do have the spawn advantage, and this fight started, I think, at about the 3-minute mark, and we're down to a minute here. So at some point, I think you have to look at, we need to back up and push again as a full 6.
I agree.
I mean,
however, they did just force out the Earth Shatter from Zombs.
But you also gotta think, especially with how much time Corgi has left on the time bank. I mean, just stalling for time. Like, if you get more time bank than them, you have almost a pretty much higher chance of winning than the enemy team does. So, like, the fact that they were just staggering makes it good, because, I mean, they even have close spawn here. So.
No, I agree with what Corgi did. I was questioning. I thought Pizza Planet should have backed up and tried to re-engage as a full 6, because they kept on doing the same thing. No, Corgi did a phenomenal job of staggering, forcing out ults. That fight started at 3 minutes and it ended with about 54 seconds left on that point. So they did that was textbook staggering by them.
Agreed.
I was like, why would you tell them not to stagger? I'm confused.
No.
Well, especially
did
with how
well.
close the spawn is, I 100% can
and
without
I
a doubt
love
say
Donnie, how he just poking
contest
around.
as long as you can.
If you watch Donnie, he just pokes around. He doesn't actually do a lot of damage. He just kind of pokes around and looks for targets.
I mean, he's doing what you're supposed to do with Sombra. You're a disruptor. He's creating that uncomfort for a lot of their supports and their DPS players. They're just unfortunately not a lot of follow-up on Pizza Planet's side right now. But as we say that, they're going to push up, and Danny's going to use that EMP, get 3.
Big grab.
I'm not gonna say that was a bad EMP. However, I think I would have waited for the last fight to pop the EMP.
I think EMP was smart. I think they need to coordinate a little bit better. Either use EMP or use.
Oh,
don't use both
and the
there.
stick on the mag. However, Bulky's just on cart. Oh no!
At this
He never lives long.
I have a feeling that they're just gonna try to stagger. They're not even gonna try to win. They're just gonna stall it out for time.
Oh, however, Acid did throw out a somewhat big death
8
blossom.
seconds. We're heading into overtime.
They baited out that Transcendence from Rag, which is their big defensive ult there.
They
so,
can kill Mantis here. That's one big damage dealer gone.
I think Corgi may have this fight actually.
I think maybe Zombs did get a big shatter.
Mama gets huge.
And Mama getting the Coalescence kills.
Coalescence may take.
Oh, however, Gravity did pin Mama.
Oh, huge!
If Mag Dragon can live during this fight.
Huge.
This is panic time here for Corgi Corp, not Corgi Corp, for Pizza Planet here.
And the huge shatter.
Oh my gosh! Oh, they stopped it! Oh my gosh! That was huge
my
by
goodness!
Corgi. And looks like Corgi takes 3rd map and 3-1 victory.
Nah, that's 4th. That's 4th map.
I was thinking
4th map and a 4th map and a 3-1 victory.
There you go. See, Katie can read my big mind.
Acid did get the play.
Oh my
gosh! Let's go.
Go Acid. That was actually really good.
That was really good. This was a really good game overall for both teams.
It was a very good game.
Great series. It took 2 hours.
MVP is, in my opinion, very tough to pick. I think I have it narrowed down to 2 people on each side, maybe 3 on Pizza Planet that I'm I like for the options. I think the two on Corgi Corps are gonna be super tough for me to pick one between. I'm obviously just going to go with either Bulky or Zelda. I think Acid played really well as well, but if in my mind I look at MVP, I look at who somewhat, I don't want to say dominated, but won the match against the person on the other side. And I think if you look at Zelda was the best off tank here. Period. Like
I agree.
It's not close.
But wait. I agree with Bulky. But my second choice would be Uravity. He was in all 4 maps. He was consistent every map. He did really well. He played to his strengths. Like, he was an amazing off-tank every map. Without a doubt.
Uravity was main tank.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, you said off-tank.
That's what I meant.
I mean, I get it, and being a tank player, I would love for the main tank to get it, but I think Uravity was really enabled a lot of times by Zelda. I think Zelda had a couple key bubbles that blocked shatters that Zoms had when Shield was broken. I think Gravity ult usage was really, really, really good by Zelda, and I mean, at the end of the day, whenever I look at MVP, I do look at the head-to-head matchup as like my final decision maker, and I think that I think by far Zelda was the best off-tank, maybe even the best tank out there today. They just looked extremely dominant and comfortable on Zarya.
Alright, but I agree with you on that. I agree with you.
I mean, I would give honorable mention to Uravity as well, or Bulky. It may just be because I'm a tank main, but I just fell in love with what Zelda did on Zarya today. It was nutty in my mind how unkillable she was at times on Zarya. And how she just enabled the team, whether it was with ults or bubbles. I mean, I can count, I believe, on Eichenwald, maybe. No, they weren't in on Eichenwald. One of the maps, they blocked, I believe it was 3 shatters with bubbles. Dorado, they blocked 2 with bubbles. And that's just, that. I mean, I think that is fantastic because they used an ability to stop another game-changing ult.
So we're going with Zelda.
I would go with Zelda, but I don't have to be the dictator for this.
I agree with you. I mean, I
preach for my tank peoples.
I agree.
They don't get love all the time.
I agree with you. I'm agreeing with you.
Well, thanks, Nat. I'm glad we got this agreement.
So I'm arguing. I agree with you.
And now Pizza Planet, I'm going to throw out 3 names that I think played phenomenally well, and thanks for leaving Pizza Planet, because now I'm drawing a blank on one of them because I can't look at names. No, I got it back. So, in my mind, 3 that I looked at that played really well. You had Danny, who played really well on both roles, at tank and DPS.
And support as well. They were playing
and support. They played all 3 today. You had, in my opinion, kind of a dark horse, I think. But I think Kat played very well on Lucio. Had a couple questionable ult usages for Beat. But I think looking more at it, I was paying attention a lot to her, I guess, her positioning, and had a lot of really good engages with speed boost when she was in, that I think enabled a lot of fights, especially I believe it was on Paris. I credit her a lot with the initial take on that first point, and the third one I think everybody's thinking of. I think Korean just played out of his mind on DPS.
Tracer, Tracer, his Tracer was so good. I'm not even gonna lie, Tracer was top notch.
Someone else can talk now. I just took up so much time with that. No, so you guys talk about nope. I talk so much. Katie, who do you think? Who is your MVP people for Pizza Planet?
I mean, I'm friends with a couple people on Pizza Planet, so I mean, the people I would want to have MVP, I'm kind of biased. So, I don't think I'm really the best choice to pick.
I mean, I formerly played for Pizza Planet, so I don't know if I'm the best take either.
True. Okay.
So basically, is Nat the only one that's allowed to pick for Pizza Planet?
What?
No.
I tried for them.
Okay, so see, we all have affiliations, so whatever. Katie, who was your thought?
I actually really liked seeing Fishy play. I've never actually seen Fishy play, and I think that they were holding their own. Not necessarily up to, your Ravity and Acid and Zelda when they were on tank. However, like, with the Pizza Planet lineup that we saw today, I think Fishy was doing a phenomenal job.
No, I do think Fishy played very well, especially for the tank line he was going against. A couple things here and there obviously did not go his way, unfortunately, but when you're playing a tank line like your Ravity and Zelda, it's going to be tough to have a lot of things go your way. I would consider him for honorable mention, but the more and more I think about it, I mean, it's hard in my mind. I mean, I think his card was up there almost every time. I mean, I think Korean just really, really, really popped. I mean, I think on map 1 he had 70% kill participation.
Oh, yeah. And the second map he had like 60% kill participation or something like that. He was putting in a lot of work. He was making a lot of the opening plays. Mm-hmm. Like, especially on Tracer, like, he was harassing the back line.
Yeah, I mean, I would make a bigger argument for Danny as well, but he's already won it 3 times, so no, Danny. You don't get it 4 times in 4 weeks or whatever.
Danny, we love you.
We love you. You're
Danny,
MVP in
Danny,
heart,
we love you. You can get MVP for tier 1.
Yeah, you can go do that, but we can't give you a 3rd MVP in 4 weeks on tier 2. Come on, my guy. Okay, Nat, who is your thought? Because it looks like we're down to either Korean or Fishy. I think Cat is also there, but if we're looking at Korean...
Those are my 3 picks, so, I mean...
Okay. Well, thanks, Nat, for weighing in there. I mean, I think...
My picks were Korean, I can't think of the name, my brain, Cat, and the other one, who's the other one?
If you're...
Donnie!
Fishy?
Donnie.
Oh, Donnie. Okay. So, I mean, I would love to give it to Kat just based on a healer usually never wins those. And I think she played phenomenally positioning-wise. But, I mean, I think we're all in agreement that Korean was probably the number 1 player today for Pizza Planet. But we can toss it. What can we? How many do we get? 1 or 2 honorable mentions?
We can do as many as we want.
I would pick one of the 3 to be our MVP because they were all very close, and the other 2 get honorable mention.
Will somebody else type it out while I type?
Well, I mean, we're doing 3 for Corgi Core anyways, because we couldn't decide. So.
We're doing 3 for Corgi Core too? I thought we decided it was Zelda. I'm so confused.
Well, yeah, Zelda for MVP, but
okay.
Bulky and Uravity for honorable mention.
Okay, and then we
got a lot of honorable mentions this stream.
Well, they made some phenomenal plays. They
played big game.
One stood out more. One person just stood out just a little bit more. That's all.
Okay, so Katie, do you want to type it up? Who was MVP or whatever in match chat?
I shall do that.
Okay. Wait, who do we decide on MVP for Pizza Planet? Like, I don't think we ever finished that.
Sorry,
Korean. Stream that is still here. Korean? Okay.
Korean.
Gotcha.
Alright, so...
Who today was on, they were on their Lee Taejung account because they were experiencing problems with their main account. So, they had to play on an alt account today.
It happens.
To clear up any confusion.
Yeah. But no, it was a good game overall. I really love seeing Corgi hit stride because they were really fun to watch last year going into the end of the season, and then this year after a slow start of what a lot of people thought would be Are you kidding me, Nat?
I'm right. I'm not going insane.
Yes, Corgi won. Corgi won 3-1. But no, I think it's really good to see them starting to hit stride here and looking like old Corgi of last season, especially defensively, looking fairly dominant on their defenses here recently. So, interesting to see where both teams end up. I'm assuming we'll probably see both teams at the mid-season invitational, so hopefully we'll get to see them go again at one another.
Yes.
That's all I had.
I've been so helpful in the choosing of MVPs.
Yeah, you just said yes like 3 times. Like, yes. Cool.
Yes.
That sounds right.
Dude, it's
All
been
right,
a
well,
long
thanks for
time. Thanks for
thanks
joining
for
us,
sticking
everyone.
around to this literal train wreck of a cast, guys. Like, it
Welcome
started
to
off
my
strong,
welcome to
and
my
this
streams,
train wreck
Toaster.
never stopped. This train just kept on crashing. But thanks for sticking around, whoever's still here.
There's 10 of them. There's still 10 people in
Oh.
chat.
Well, we love all 10 of you for literally. I mean, it could be like bad car crash syndrome. Like, you can't stop looking at a
They're
bad car crash
rubbernecking.
whenever you see it. Yeah, they're rubbernecking this stream. Like, I have to keep watching to see how much more downhill this can go.
Well,
Alright, guys,
anyways, that's
Nat,
the end of
close
this.
us out, Nat.
I hope everyone enjoyed the stream and my insanity and the insane plays and the great players, and I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you on Saturday twice in a row. So at 4 p.m.
mean Sunday?
CST.
It's
Did I
Jesus, Nat. You
did I
messed
say
it up.
Sunday?
It's Sunday.
I swear to God, it's
You
Sunday.
literally- You
Did I
messed up closing out stream.
Did
Help
I
us
say-
all.
Oh my god.
Did I say I swear I said Sunday.
No, you said Saturday. Nat, just hit the end button. It's done.
No, okay,
Just
wait,
end
no.
it.
It's like,
all
join us
die.
Sunday at 4 p.m. CST and 7 p.m. CST, where we have 2 games basically back to back, and we're gonna see them duke out, and we're gonna. I think they're both tier 2 games, right?
I believe so.
We have like 4 games on Sunday, but you'll have both tier 2 games, and you'll have me with Nat for one of them. So, buckle up for that one, boys, because can't see it going any better than this.
Hey,
But we're here
this
for the
is
good
actually
time.
one of my worst nights. But anyways,
Well,
I hope you guys enjoyed.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.